the politicians have signed peace pacts. But are those peace pacts just gimmicks?
Documents. Those peace pacts worked and will continue to work because at the back of the conscience of every politician that signed that document, they know it's there. It's clearly a good way to continue to develop Nigerian politics. But far from that is this issue of, like I said before, the link between economic power and political power. That is why you see some politicians are desperate, either to catch power or to retain power. You can't divorce the two. And you see, without trying to sound partisan, you see, that national confab was a very bold step taken by the government. And okay, let me just draw you back to when President Yar'Adua inaugurated our committee on the reform of the Nigerian police force in 2008. He said, look, I want you to give me pragmatic recommendations that I will not be encumbered by constitutional provisions to implement. Therefore, even as President Goodluck Jonathan is still on seat, there are certain aspects of the recommendations of that confab report that he can begin to implement that don't have, you don't have to necessarily refer or resort to the National Assembly. There are some parts of it that he can't begin to, which is why the Federal Executive Council said, go ahead and implement. Now, the aspects that he needs authorization from the National Assembly and or those ones that will require constitutional amendment, those ones can wait. As he moves on, whether he retains power or there's a new president, and of course, if there's a new government and they also adopt any part of the report or the holistically, you now begin to look at constitutional amendments. Meanwhile, don't forget, the present National Assembly is also going ahead with amendments to the 1999 Constitution. So it is possible that some of these recommendations in the confab report may be okayed by the new amendments that will come up with the Constitution. So it is possible that President Goodluck Jonathan can commence the implementation of the confab report outside those ones that require constitutional amendments. Clearly. But because, just like you said, that's the way to go. The present system where Abuja is everything is unsustainable. Clearly.
Mr. Oladosu, people are, from what we heard yesterday from DSS, people are beginning to buy fuel. So we see a little whiff of queues all over again. And DSS suspects that it is because people are anticipating violence. People are leaving and going to their states of origin, like Nyota said during the opening. You are a public affairs analyst. From the little whispers you're hearing with your ear on the ground, are we likely to see any kind of thing in that direction?
If the right thing, if the right step is taken at the right time, you'll be surprised. I will tell you there will be nothing. But you know, like Prophet Fela said of blessed memory, the major problem of Nigeria, I know one die.
Not a prophet, huh?
Yeah, I know one die. My man day house, I know one quench. And that has been our major problem. It has been an albatross that has given some of these people the power to continue to subject us to the kind of suffering we are going through. An average Nigerian, when he hears "pa," he's already gone. Okay? He never want to know whether somebody marked the pure water sachet. He's just afraid, I won't die. You understand me now? So that is one of the major reasons why some people are panic buying, which I think I noticed across board. But beyond that too, political gladiators must go a little step further in assuring people that the reason for their contest for power is for the interest of the people and not for personal interest. The reason...
Isn't that what they've been doing?
What? When they... Look, you see, when
the
you
rallies and all of that, is that not what they've been doing?
When you see some people's body language, I was somewhere this week, and we saw some contestants, I won't mention their name, throwing noodles into gutter, and children are going there to pick it. You see, the Obafemi Awolowo of blessed memory did that. Did you read? That's the sage everybody quotes in the Southwest. At least I'm from the Southwest. That's the sage everybody quotes and claim they represent.
A lot of
Let them show us. We still have the videos of his video clips of his speeches and party rallies. Let them show us the pictures where I would distributed even Ankara to anybody. My father, I still have, my father died at 92 in 2005, and I still have his action group membership card. The secretary will take every contribution at every meeting. Today it is how much you give to the secretary. You understand what I'm saying? So they are not doing it, and you and I knows that. In fact, it's getting to a stage now that the richer you are, because the political space has been so monetized to a level that even the people you think are pro-Awo to the core are much more guilty. You see people who are performing at their point of call, their offices, now because they don't have money to return up there, they cannot get ticket to return back. And the people are the worst for it. Because if you don't have good legislature, if you don't have good executive, if you don't have people who are confident and sure of the policy they want to implement for the people, the people will not get the best of the government, and insecurity will continue to grow. Because a hungry man is an angry man.
Let me quickly take it here. You see, there's one debate that's going on. And I watched the chairman of the National Human Rights Commission, Professor Chidon Nkalo, on this platform. He said, look, the issue of deploying soldiers is correct. Because we're in a state of war. And I want to endorse that position. The issue of the soldiers are not going to be by the polling booths. I come from the side of Nigeria where you say if you want to produce a medicine for peace, don't first of all put your hand in pepper before producing because of course it will not work. If the average criminal knows that soldiers, because Nigerians